started. All right, Trent, what are you drinking tonight?
Tonight, I have a little bit of scotch with me.
Ooh, that's so classy. I feel like I'm so like trash just drinking my beer when you're having scotch, especially with your glasses.
Yeah, that's right. I was trying to surprise everybody by wearing glasses, so hopefully I've subverted your expectations.
Oh, everyone is shocked. You can't tell, but that's why all the videos are turned off because they can't stand being close to you when you're this classy.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. It's true. Why, everybody? We are here to get into part 2 of Jedi the Last. It's going to be a quick one because actually Acts 4 and 5, which is where we normally split up our readings, are a lot shorter in this one than the other one. But there's a lot that's going to happen. Obviously, we have a lot of questions going into tonight. Like what, Trent? What's your number one question?
Like, is Chewbacca ever going to get to eat a pork? You never got a chance last time.
I mean, I guess. I assumed it happened off screen.
Yeah, probably. But,
I guess if we didn't see it, it's kind of that whole no body, no death thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'm curious about Supreme Leader Snoke and his longevity in this franchise. I feel like they're really setting up something really big that's going to happen with him going forward, you know?
Mm-hmm. Definitely going to get a spinoff.
Yeah, I like this. I like this. A Porg and Snoke on their own little adventure off to the side. It's cute. I like it. So we're going to jump in, but we have our drinking rules for tonight. Same rules as last time. Anytime that a character dies, anytime that an overt pop culture or Shakespeare reference is made, I really sincerely hope that there is another speech a la the Codebreaker from last week where he literally named almost every single James Bond title to date, which was beautiful and amazing and probably got us all through most of our drinks, which was great. If we have an awkward silence because of technical difficulties, or we forgot to unmute or whatever, you drink. And then the last one is at any time Chewbacca or R2-D2 speak English. Other than that, I am going to turn it over to Trent playing the last chorus as we begin part 2 of Jedi the Last. I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Part 2, Act 4, Scene 1. Aboard the Radis and a transport pod, enter General Leia Organa, Vice Admiral Holdo, Lieutenant Connix, C-3PO, and other Resistance soldiers and pilots boarding transports. Poe Dameron's unconscious body is loaded onto a transport.
Poe is adept at making trouble, yay. Which may be wherefore I do like him so.
Me too. I ever loved the cocky ones. But now, for thee, both admiral and friend, the time hath come for thee to board thy transport.
The purpose of transport is escape, but there must be one, however, who doth say to pilot them to cruiser to the last.
Too many tragic losses have I borne, another loss I cannot tolerate.
Thou canst, and wilt. Indeed, thou taught me how.
Sweet long-time friend, this is a sad farewell. Oh, may the force...
May the force.
I say the words enough, I prithee. This time, let them come from thee.
Oh, may the force be always with thee, friend.
They embrace. Exit Holdo toward the bridge. Leia and all others board a transport pod. Our sly device of cloaking hath been triggered. We should therefore be off in our foe's sharp scopes.
This plan must work, or it shall work us woe.
I'm awake! Yet all is like a dream. Methinks I saw the general arrive upon the bridge. How long ago was this? Alas, and now an indescribable uneasiness possesses me. A species of nervousness, hesitation, and a tremor. I have my bearings now. Aboard a transport. My cause is lost. The cruiser now abandoned. Nay, it must not be.
Oh, hither come. See whither we are bound, O pilot brash.
My old inquisitiveness now returns. What is the planet whereupon thou dost look, which lingereth below like a promise?
The mineral planet Crate, uncharted hideout from back in the rebellion days of old.
It is a rebel base. The cards are dealt.
Long since abandoned, heavily armored though, with power now to send a signal of distress unto our allies scattered through the outer rim.
Vice Admiral Holdo knew the rank First Order only tracked our cruiser, yet paid no mind unto the transport small.
We could unto the surface slip unnoticed and hide until the vile First Order passes. While I was wrapped in admiration of another lovely vision, Holdo planned a better future still. Her plan may work.
She was more interested in protecting the light and life of our resistance hopes than in becoming something like a hero.
I tread with heavy footsteps on the world. I presumed everyone hath heard of me. The mighty Poe, heroic he and brave. Hast thou not heard of his almighty exploits? What vanity and self-importance this, while strong Vice Admiral Holdo hath revealed a path superior to mine in every respect. Sans boasting, sans self-aggrandizing, verily sans threatening mutiny. She had the cunning plan pursued and realized. Poe, from this moment know humility. Know when to listen, how to calm thy rage. Know when another's thoughts should earn compliance. Know how to show correct obedience. Know that to lead shall following require.
Enter Vice Admiral Holdo, above on balcony of the bridge of the Raddus.
Godspeed, you rebels. Find your destiny. And ever shall the Force remain with ye.
Exeunt. Scene 2, aboard the Finalizer. Enter 2 execution troopers.
I say, my friend, hello. Hast thou been well?
I always am on execution day. There's nothing so delightful to the soul as to bedeck myself in black, white and black, to take myself onto the weapons vault, take up my laser axe, then kill man. Or woman, if it is needed. All's the same.
Indeed, our posts are enviable to all. Tell me, how hast thou spent thine idle time since last I saw thee at an execution?
I'll tell thee truly, I have read a book about the Jedi and their bygone power.
The Jedi news? The news surprising. Oh, where are my glasses? It's a lot harder without my glasses. Oh, that doesn't help at all. God. I hope thou hast no intent to turn resistance. Hast thou?
Of course not. Think thou no such thing of me. In all the reading, though, I learned something learned. Didst thou know Jedi Masters had the power to make themselves appear in one place while they actually are in another place? They could project an image of themselves to make all think they're somewhere they are not.
Oh, strange ability and passing rare. The implications, though,
Are massive, aye. What if 'twere only Qui-Gon Jinn's appearance which Darth Maul did defeat upon Naboo?
Indeed. What if old Obi-Wan Kenobi still liveth? Never was by Vader slain.
Even Yoda, who hath perished, 'tis said, on Dagobah may still survive today.
Oh, mayhap there is some Jedi convocation where all the Jedi Masters still reside most happily.
Like they rest upon a beach somewhere in quiet meditation, ere sending the appearance of themselves on some small task across the galaxy. Holla, facade of Obi-Wan, get ye unto the market for to buy me milk.
I'll not take out the garbage, nay. Send mine appearance thither to the trash compactor.
Did not I see thee just the other day, perambulating with another woman? Nay, love, it was not me, but my veneer.
Oh, the very thought. Yet something feels amiss and sits not right within my soul. Though we do joke, could not this power be used to thwart an enemy in times of war? Could not whole generations have been saved if Jedi sent the appearance of themselves to situations dire? That sounds good to me. And could not this prove our undoing if 'twas ever used?
'Tis well then we do hunt the final Jedi, the last one ever who could use a power like this against us. Soon, even now, this threat will be a clear impossibility.
Oh, are we, friend, duty bound to tell what thou hasn't learned to General Hux or Kylo Ren?
A fair and valid point. And furthermore, such as may recommend us to our leaders, that what thinkest thee on this? We chop the heads from these two troublesome resistant necks, then go at once unto our leaders and make full report. How's falls on thine ears?
Oh, why is this not blue? Oh, that was not helpful. A noble and most worthy plan, good comrade. Though this ability of which thou speakst is little used, and peradventure near shall be employed. Still, as we all do learn...
The better part of valor is discretion, indeed. Thou hast it right. Now, off we go.
Oh, we must make haste.
Our heads shall
roll. Now where'd I put my glasses?
Enter Rose, Tico, Finn, BB-8, and DJ, guarded by Captain Phasma and several First Order troopers and officers. Enter General Hux.
Thou traitor! My hand is too good for thee, but it shall serve its purpose on thy face. Well done, strong Captain Phasma. They are ours.
Thy ship and gold, e'en as was promised thee.
Thou lying, vicious snake and villain too.
We were all caught. Maud made a deal.
Wait, foe, what hadst thou? Wherewith thou couldst bargain?
I really like money, so that's the answer.
We checked the information from the thief. We operated our decloaking scan, and verily like magic they appeared full 30 transport ships of the Resistance hath ta'en the air outside the cruiser hangar.
He told the truth? Will wonders never cease? A thief who tells no lies, a most rare thing. Next thing one knows, we shall have honest statesmen. Stand all our weapons ready?
Yes, my general.
Then fire at will.
Exit Hux.
Nay, fiend!
Oh, never, nay!
Fie! Bastard murderess, thou villain base!
Why bastard? Wherefore base? Now, God, stand up for bastards. Do dwindle easy, Finn. They bomb thy ships today, thou theirs tomorrow. This not but busy buzzed business, see?
How wrong thou art, thou fickle man.
Perhaps.
Exit DJ. The finalizer begins firing on the Resistance transports. Enter Vice Admiral Haldo, above on balcony in the Radis. Enter Resistance Pilot 2 in a beam. Vice Admiral, we take unceasing fire. What is thine order? Shall we turn around?
Nay, thy ship is much too far away. Fly thou with full speed to the planet.
Ah!
Incredible. This day of reckoning, we stand like a man at a mark with a whole army shooting at us presently.
Enter General Leia Organa, Poe Dameron, Lieutenant Connix, and Resistance Pilot 3 below stage right, aside.
Alas, our way at every step he plunged doth grow more noisome and more horrible. Give it full thrusters and full speed, I bid thee.
I do, sir. I would live as much as thee. I swiftly fly, that we may swiftly fly.
This slaughter shall not be the rebels' end. I'll take what vengeance may be mine, even though it cost my life. 'Twill be my legacy.
Enter General Hux, Captain Peavy, and First Order Officer 2, stage left, aside. Sir, the Resistance cruiser doth appear to make a final jump into light speed.
'Tis empty, and doth seek to pull attention from all the transport pods that thither it flee. Pay in your mind to this pathetic move. Maintain thy fire upon the transport group.
An execution with a blaster is too high a fate for those 2 scraps of tin. Let us, I prithee, fill their deaths with pain. Come, executioners, unto your work.
They kick us from our knees into our stomachs. This powerless position is our last.
They brandish laser axes, passing fearful. Come, Finn, prepare thy heart and soul for death.
Behold young Holdo in a cruiser there. She turns the ship and flees the scene at once.
Nay, 'tis the farthest action from her mind. In charity none gave more liberally. She shall give all, that yet we may survive.
Indeed. I felt very much like saying the exact same thing.
Oh, sorry.
Exeunt Leia, Poe, Connix, and Pilot 3.
What's this I see? The cruiser turns to us, as if it were an arrow. We the target! Fire on that cruiser with 1,000 deaths!
Exeunt Hux, Peavy, Officer 2 in dismay.
Hear my command of steel maid. Execute.
My final act for ye, resistance true. The ship is all prepared, and I do call the mighty power of light speed to come and bring a time for retribution hither. Adieu. Remember me, my rebel sweet. To you who do remain with the fleet, remember me. The force shall go with ye. Sing someday songs of memory for me. Upon the bridge, aboard the Radis good, with flag to breeze at the deepest space unfurled, here unto the brave embattled admiral stood, fired the final shot, heard round the world.
Holdo engages lightspeed and crashes the Radis into the finalizer. She dies. Exeunt all below in confusion amid the blast. Scene 3. Aboard the Supremacy. Enter Rey, Kylo Ren, Supreme Leader Snoke, and the Praetorian Guard.
Come closer, child, that I might see thy face. Thy strength is great, the darkness rises up, and light doth come beside to meet it there. I warned my young apprentice that as he grew stronger, his own equal in the light would rise as well. Skywalker, I assumed, but 'twas not so. For once, my thought was wrong.
Snoke uses the Force to take Rey's lightsaber from her.
My words, were they not clear? Come closer yet!
Snoke uses the Force to drag Rey close to him.
You underestimate Skywalker, yea. Ben Solo too, for thus is he yet called. You underestimate even me as well. And in the end, 'twill be your downfall final.
Alas, hast thou seen aught a weakness, mayhap in mine apprentice? Thus thou hither camest. Foolish youth! 'Twas I who bridged your minds. I stoked the fire of Ren's conflicted soul, full knowing that he had not the strength to hide the blaze from thee and thou unsullied soul. hadst neither wisdom nor experience, nay, nor the patience to resist the bait. Now, hear me. Thou shalt give me Skywalker, then I shall kill thee with the cruelest stroke.
Nay, it shall never be.
Forsooth it shall. Give everything to me as I do will, or I shall break thy body piece by piece. E'en as thou sufferest, I sense thy thoughts which do betray thy master's hidden place. Yes, the planet, and the island, and the shelters. I see them well within thy broken mind. Good! Methought not Skywalker so wise. I shall give him and all the Jedi Order the death that he so keenly doth desire. Desire, indeed, and doth deserve as well. Once all the rebels' weak hath been destroyed, our fleet shall make our way unto his planet, there to obliterate the island whole. No tidal wave was ever so immense as comes when the First Order rules the seas.
Come, Force, I need thee in this desperate hour.
Rey uses the Force to take her lightsaber from Snoke, but Snoke deflects her attempt. Her lightsaber returns to him, striking her on the...
Thy childish hates rebound upon thy pate. Such spunk and guile, yet I shall break it still. Observe the situation far beyond. The undersized resistance in their transports do die like fleas upon a mongrel's back. Forthwith the fleet entire shall be destroyed. For thee and those thou lovest, all is lost.
My lightsaber he watches by the Force. I shall another take, but not my own. Come, cross-shaped lightsaber of Kylo Ren, I call thee to my hand, a foe to slay.
And still thou hast the fiery spit of hope, like embers searching for a final glory. Thou hast the spirit of a Jedi true.
No more of words, I come at you, you cur. He pushes me into our little task. I fall back at the feet of Kylo Ren, my quick attack foreshortened by his power.
Because of thy most Jedi-minded spirit, thou art a perfect answer to death's call.
Now sans my power or my will, I spin, brought powerless and prone to Kylo Ren in perfect posture for an execution. Mine own. Oh, Ben, if ever, hear me now.
Apprentice-worthy son of darkness thou, the heir apparent to Lord Vader's line. Where there was conflict, now I sense resolve. Where there was weakness, strength of thee abides. Complete thy training, grasp thy destiny.
I take the lightsaber as he doth wish, e'en as my guard my thoughts most carefully. I know what I must do.
Ben!
Thinkest thou that even on the instant thou mayest turn him? Pathetic child, and simple to a fault. I cannot be betrayed by anyone. I cannot be beaten. I see his mind. I see the pure intention of his will, and how it pleaseth me like a lover's kiss. I see him turn the lightsaber around, that it may strike its mark with purpose true.
As Snoke speaks, Rey's lightsaber next to him begins to move.
And now, thou foolish child, he doth ignite the lightsaber to slay his one true foe.
He speaks, and it is so. The lightsaber hath turned and is ignited, but not mine. The lightsaber beside him shows its light, and on the instant he is rent in twain.
Oh, miracle! I'm released at once.
Et tu, brute Kylo? Then fall, leader Snoke.
Snoke dies.
Now Ben hath called my lightsaber to me. I take it in my hand, and we shall fight. Yet not as enemies as once we were, but here as allies against the waiting gods. The battle's on, 2 lightsabers as one.
Rey and Kylo begin fighting the Praetorian Guard.
How good this feels to fight beside the girl, as if we two were made for combat shared. How we do spin and parry, dodge and duck, two bodies in swift, majestic dance, made for this fight, this moment, and this chance.
Come one with whip made of electro chain, come two with vibro-volge for slicing foes. I care not how your weapons threaten me, for Rey doth fly by power of the sun. Even as one doth by chain link pull me in, I twirl round and swiftly run him through.
Come two at once, and with Bacento armed, I throw you off even as a third doth die. Around me they do stalk like hungry wolves, believing they shall in their pack-like movements trap Kylo Ren into an early death. Yet I do sense their trick, and slay them all!
Cat upon my shoulder, focus, Rey. Feel now the concentration thou once felt upon the island where Luke lately taught thee. Fire, trapped again, and in a hold too tight. My lightsaber in a hand most useless, caught. I drop it into the other hand and slay the god, ere he knows how he failed.
This one hath cunningly disarmed me here, and catches me into a stranglehold. Across the way I see Rey hath prevailed. Looks she across to me with final foe. Her lightsaber she tosses unto me. How much has changed since we in forest met. I catch it, turn it on, and this one falls.
All guards lie dead.
The fleet, give them the order to stop firing. Time doth remain wherein we'll save the fleet. Ben, wherefore lookest thou solemn and delay? What is this pause I see upon thy face?
The time hath come to let old matters die. Snoke, Skywalker, the Sith, the Jedi line, the rebels too. Let it all die hereafter. Rey, join me. I beseech thee earnestly. We shall conclude this bitter conflict and bring order to the galaxy entire.
Oh, Ben, do not do this. Take not this path.
Nay, still thou holdst on. Let go. The fears that once controlled thee cannot get to thee at all. Wouldst thou know about thy parents? Or hast thou ever known and hide it deep? Thou knowest the truth, and it shall set thee free. Say it, I bid thee.
They were nobody.
They were a pair of filthy, wretched traitors who dealt in junk and refuse all their days. They sold thee as a slave to fill their cups, a daughter gone to drink another day. They lie within a pauper's grave upon the bleak and worthless desert of Jakku. Thou hast no rightful place within this tale. Thou camest, Rey, from nothing. Nothing art thou. Thy root is nothing, yea, and nothing comes from nothing. Nothing ever could. Dost hear? To me, though, thou art more. Thou something art. Join with me, please. It is thy destiny. Please, Rey. Here stand I vulnerable to thee.
Fear not, Rey, and pretend thou hearest him. Out hand, and stretch toward him and his grasp, resembling one who would be wont to join, forsaking him and all his wayward plans. Oh, reach out for my lightsaber at once. Retake thy rightful weapon in thy hand. Too late. But one small moment, for he hath unleashed his power too to take it back. Now here is something I have never seen. Even on the island where so much was strange, our powers both upon the saber work. Ay me, it's pulled, but nigh to him as well. My strength and his strength deadlocked in a tug. And who shall win this battle for the weapon? Pray focus, Rey, on all that thou hast learned, as if this were thy greatest lesson yet. To make thy training whole, be present now. Herein let calm come over thee, e'en as he harshly pulls against thee strength to strength. Alas, we two are equal in our might. The lightsaber doth waver, but doth not hie unto any master who doth call. Ne'er shall it, long as we are squarely fixed. And's not this battle with a winner, nay, victorious shall neither of us be. Even as we pull the lightsaber doth shine, resplendent with a burning at its core. So strongly is it torn asunder, it may rupture rather than choose him or me. Indeed it shall. I see it coming on. Luke's own lightsaber bursts in twain anon. Escape for now, amidst the fire and fray. Depart and struggle on another day.
Exeunt Rey and Kylo severally. Scene 4, aboard the Finalizer. Enter Rose, Tico, and Finn amid the flames.
The sharp explosion did disrupt the scene, and all is hurly-burly everywhere. Say, Finn, art thou alive? We must depart. There's a shuttle across the bay. We may yet flee if we are swifting now.
Enter Captain Phasma with several First Order troopers.
Stop, traitor! Into death thou shalt be led.
Enter BB-8 and ATST Walker, firing on the First Order troopers. Several are killed.
Pew, 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 pew!
Unexpected treachery is this. I'll fire upon the bigger threat, and then I'll gladly kill FN-2187.
Amid the battle, the top of the ATST Walker falls off, revealing BB-8 within.
Zil, filzy, zoomeroil, rook, foil rig, bliss, blip, zwa, blick, bla flu, blee flib, blaze, blue, blue, blue.
I'd not believe if mine own eyes had not seen a droid of homicidal tendencies.
Finn, look behind thee. Phasma comes for thee. I shall protect thee, though it cost my life. Pew pew!
Rose tries to shoot Phasma, but another trooper fires at her, forcing her aside.
Let us this most unhappy journey end, FN-2187. Thou hast been as swift as quicksilver, which courses through the natural gates and alleys of the body. Thou art an insect in a system grand.
Let us unto this fight, thou dome of chrome, thou dome of chrome. And now 'tis on, with fervor I attack. And fight as never have I fought before, for all the rank First Order did to me. Our resistance, mighty but assailed, for Rose, she who hath given me her trust. For mine own self, to prove my spirit just. Fie, fie! Too near this precipice I stand, she knocks me back, and do I fall, alas!
Finn falls into a bay.
Nay!
Now for thee, thou lass of iron will.
Finn is lifted over Phasma on a rising platform.
Remember me? I fain would speak with thee.
Phasma turns towards Finn, who strikes her helmet.
This final blow shall put thee in thy place.
Wounded am, but shall get up anon. Thou wert ever a magnet-drawing scum.
Nay, if thou callest me scum, say rebel scum.
The trap door beneath Phasma opens as the ship begins to collapse.
Blazil, Rege, Filzva, Blee, Flip, Blick, Blick, Zoon, Flig, Zoodra, Blizz, Blick, Blizz, Blip, Royal, Rublé.
Rose climbs aboard the ATST.
Finn, come aboard and we shall thither fly.
If I should now delay, the more fool I.
Exeunt. Scene 5, aboard the Supremacy. Enter General Hux. Enter Kylo Ren on the ground, unconscious.
Now I might do it, Pat. Now he is lying, and now I'll do it. Snoke doth lie here dead. Thus I would be revenged. That would be scanned. A man lets die my leader, and for that I, loyal soul, do the same person send to death. Oh, this is hire and salary, but not revenge. Up, Blaster, and know thou a better time. Too late now. He awakes. What happened here?
The girl hath murdered Snoke. What happened then?
She took a smaller craft once made for Snoke, wherewith she made escape.
I know where she hath gone. We'll follow on. I order thee to gather all our forces to make our way to the resistance base below. There we shall finish this unpleasant act.
Dost thou presume to tell me, finish this, and move mine armies into battle, eh? Who dost thou think thou speakest to, thou knave? We have no leader. Here he lieth, slain.
Kylo begins to choke Hux using the Force.
The bygone Supreme Leader. He is dead.
Long live the Supreme Leader, as I said.
Excellent. Act 5. Scene 1 at the Rebel base on Planet Crate. Enter General Leia Organa.
This place shall likely see us stand and fall. This former rebel base upon bleak Crate. The shadows of the old rebellion swirl around me, almost like no time has passed. Remember I when I was but a youth, the princess come from Alderaan's sweet shores, the urgent moments when a group of rogues did steal the Death Star plans from the Empire's banks, delivering it to me on Tantive 4. My rescue from our foes by Han and Luke, whom I did scarcely know and did not trust, a short stormtrooper and a scoundrel pilot. How little knew I then how I would change, and how my heart would grow to love the men. The cold of Crate doth bring me back to Hoth, where we fought walkers' things, and where Han and I began our romance too. The courtship plied with barbs and witticisms. Soon after, on the great Millennium Falcon, his hands held mine, his lips did kiss mine own, and love did flourish neath an asteroid. As soon as love had come to us, it fled, with Han gone to the freeze of carbonite, and how I mourned then, though he was alive. A prelude to my mourning recently. We saved him, though, from Jabba of the Hutt, and showed the Empire what rebellion meant. Helped on by furry creatures in our midst. 'Twas then the new republic did arrive, and with it, peace at last. 'Tis too far gone. The memories of this one-time rebellion stir in me now, inside this rebel base. Here doth rebellion end, or start again, with newfound strength and hope from our small spark. My end, my own death, may draw near as well. If this last scene should here be my goodbye, what should I say to those I leave behind? Attention, pay. This shall not hap again. Rather than try to understand it as it goes along, pray have it go along for just a while and then understand its meaning. If 'tis my final act, my epitaph, let it be this. Upon her shoulders strong, she did the hopes of generations carry. Enough of dismal thoughts of loss and death. The bold first order comes. Close now the door.
Enter Poe Dameron, Commander Darcy, Lieutenant Connix, Resistance pilots and soldiers, stage left. Enter several Volptuses. Enter Rose Tico, Finn, and BB-8 inside a shuttle, into the base.
There is no knowing what desperate an act of vengeance this unprincipled attack may bring upon us. Mark my words. Fly, fly, you rebels! Get the shield door down!
Move quickly, for our foes' ships here arrive.
Resistance soldiers begin firing at the shuttle.
Rey, do not shoot, 'tis us!
Oh, end your fire!
Rose and Finn emerge from the shuttle.
Rey, hold your fire! Finn, Rose, you are not dead! I do consider this odd accident more fortunate than others. Hurrah! Where's my droid? My heart's heart, BB-8.
BB-8 emerges from the shuttle.
Overcome am I with joy to see thee, friend. I'd cover thy droidly pate in kisses, except for so many people survey us.
Zawirji, Blux, Blue, Blick, Blaze, Zood, Zoom, Phil, Flig, Phil, Rue, Blick, Phil, Blick, Blave, Royal, Full, Blick, Blee, Rook, Blue, Bliss, Zoom, Flicked, Philly, Blah, Blue, Flu, Blue, Zoom. Alas, but mine eyes survey the group. I see how our great numbers dwindled have. Is this the only bit that still remains?
It may be so, yet it shall be enough. Let us prepare the base, and 'twas our home, made especially for us to take our stand.
All begin setting up equipment in the preparation for battle.
The scopes herein are fit to track their ships, that we may know the magnitude of threat.
Lost no time in getting on our shields, therefore they cannot strike us from the orbit. Now, use whatever power doth remain and broadcast out a signal of distress onto the outer rim, where help may lie.
Use thou the code which doth to me belong, by which they'll know I personally need aid. If our resistance hath a single ally, the time is now or never to respond.
Rose, give me thine intelligence about what ships or weapons hast thou find therein. Thy passion shall be held in reverence.
The armaments I find herein are poor, munitions of the finest rotting type, artilleries composed of purest rust, half-gutted frail ski speeders top it off.
Well, let us hope in the thickness of things we will be enow to keep the enemies who shall be tapping on our chamber door, at least until we can have some help secure.
Yip, yip, yap, a trap, a trap.
Troops do show that they flaunt their arsenal. Full many walkers, e'en the new M6, and fearfully a cannon battering ram.
To friends above from fiends below, 'tis what?
'Tis like the Death Star of a smaller kind, with fire enough to crack a door at once, and twere an egg with plans to fry anon.
Another exit to this cave-like base existeth surely. Who would make a base with but one passageway to light of day?
What sayest thou, BB-8? Do not forget the trivialest point, or thou may lose thy labor.
Zoom, zoom, bleeze, wa flag, blay, royal zoom, flit blue.
The mine schematics BB-8 had scanned and found this door the sole way in or out. Whose idea was this mine? It was not mine.
Fear not. Our time is now. Allies we have, who shall appear forthwith to bring us aid. Forsooth, strong people of goodwill throughout. The firmament entire believe in Leia. The galaxy is rife with her adherents. In faith they shall receive our message and be moved to hither fly and help our cause. Meanwhile, we few endure to give them time. We must defeat the cannon, by my troth.
Brave man and strong with wise and noble words.
Resistance soldiers begin preparing for battle. Exeunt Rose, Poe, Finn, and other pilots.
The battle preparations do begin. The soldiers take to trenches for the fight, and pilots try the old ski speeders out. Though few of us remain, we'll make our stand before the walkers and the brazen cannon. Go, brave resistance, with thy general's hopes.
Within a trench my faith doth lie, yet naught can stay my curiosity. What is this substance covering the ground? I'll taste it. Just a morsel in my mouth. Aha! 'Tis salt! Good things. For I know what a person is. It's not birth, beauty, good shape, discourse, personhood, with learning, virtue, liberality, youth, gentleness, and such like all the salt that doth a person season. It is. 'Twill be a salty battle that it shall.
Ground forces are incoming. So it begins.
Enter Kylo Ren, General Hux, and First Order officers and troopers above on balcony. Enter with them ATM-6 walkers and AT-AT walkers.
Aha! Here come my executioners. How now, my hardy, stout, resolved mates? Are you now going to dispatch this deed?
We are, my lord.
Pray, do not hear them plead, for rebels are well spoken and perhaps may move your hearts to pity if you mark them.
Fear not, my lord. We will not stand to prate. Talkers are no good doers. Be assured we come to use our cannons, not our tongues.
ATM-6-1 and 2 step aside privately with an AT-AT walker.
What? Shall we strike them even as they sleep?
No. Then they'll say 'twas cowardly when they wake.
What? When they wake? Why, fool, they never shall.
Well, why then they'll say we struck at them while sleeping.
Begins to breed some odd remorse in me.
Art thou afeard?
Nay, not to kill them, for such is our order, but to be damned for it.
Yeah, I thought thou hadst been resolute, my friend.
So am I now, to let the rebels live.
Back to our General Hux, and tell him so.
I pray thee, stay a while. I hope my humor will change. 'Twas wont to hold me but while one could count to 20.
How dost thou feel now?
Faith, certain dregs of conscience are within me.
Remember our reward when the deed is done.
I die. I had forgot our just reward.
Where is thy conscience now, my fickle friend?
'Tis in the purse of our First Order rich. I shall not meddle, 'tis a dangerous thing. It makes a mighty walker but a coward. A walker cannot steal, but it accuseth. A walker cannot swear, but it checks him. It is a blushing, shamefast spirit that makes mutiny within a walker's bosom. It fills one full of galling obstacles. It made me once restore a purse I found. It beggars any walker that doth keep it, 'tis turned from any town as dangerous, and every walker meaning to live well shall try and trust himself. Live without it.
Unto the battle. Then it is resolved.
Enter Poe Dameron, Rose Tico, Finn, and other Resistance pilots in ski speeders.
By, I know not how I should fly this craft.
Engage thy monoski with toggle green.
Far better, Rose. Thou hast mine utmost thanks.
Take heed, ye pilots all. In joy and woe, in good and ill, will doth resistance proud. I like none of these old ships, like buckets of the filthiest and passing putrid rust, which even now do rake beneath my feet. And neither do I like our odds herein. Still, keep a tight formation, and be not seduced too close until the cannon is revealed before our eyes. The game's afoot. Follow your spirit, and upon this charge, cry, all for the resistance and the force.
I fly with memory of my dear page who gave her life for this, the battle next. This small Madeleine of mine that I hold, the twin to which did die with her, is still my strength. May now its metal frame my metal boost, and if 'twere page who rode along with me, fly, Rose, for thy sweet sister, dead and gone, and all the hopes the two of you did share. How many nights we lay abed together while dreaming of a better place and time. Resistance was to us a perfect dream, the cause the two of us could both believe in. As young recruits, we were most eager, yea, past any measure of a normal soldier. Our hearts did soar each time we had a drill, and leapt whenever the general addressed us. Those days, abounding with excitement, were far simpler than the terror of this moment. Oh, Paige, how I do wish thou couldst be here to bring a caring sister's comfort near.
Not all our power is gone, not all our fame. Ground forces, give us fire and let 'em burn.
There are but 13 light craft incoming, as if they sent a gnat to slay a rancor. What sayest thou, Ren? Shall we destroy them all ere we advance?
Nay, for the weak resistance is in that mine. I'd bet my life. Push through.
Call out the swift TIE fighters on the field.
Enter several TIE fighters below, from stage right.
'Tis thrilling, and I see upon the right, upon the left, and all the way along, TIE fighters on the scene. Oh, separate, separate, until they have brought forth the cannon large. We must maintain our confident attack. Rose, watch thyself. 3, come for the anon.
I tried to speed away, but cannot shake them. 3 fighters follow me at once to slay me.
Enter Rey, Chewbacca, R2-D2, and various Porgs in Millennium Falcon, destroying the TIE fighters following Rose Tycho.
Fantastic! Here the Falcon comes!
Oh, I hope our entrance cometh not too late. We're ready, rebels, for this worthy fight.
Porg! I take the guns into my hands and shoot, which is a welcome respite from the intense lightsaber battles I have had of late. I'd gladly shoot TIE fighters all the day.
My father's ship like a ghost hath come to haunt me. Pray, blow that junk pile from the air anon.
All fighters, follow that Corellian ship.
Chewbacca, peel out from the battle now that we may draw the fighters from our friends.
Thy plan is worthy. I shall make it so.
The Falcon flies towards stage right, and the TIE fighters follow.
Let us bathe in this crystalline light. The Falcon drew the fighters off. Huzzah! Each one of them hath taken the bait and left.
Forsooth, they hate that most uncommon ship.
Porg!
I'll take them on a tour of Crate's deep mines, and see if they have skill in new to follow. Oh, the Falcon surely hath seen tighter spots which Han once piloted with tranquil hand. Oh, Han, why?
Be careful flying, Chewie, or we shall be as dead as rocks. Porg!
Aside, my furry friend, or else be smashed. I cannot have thee perched on these controls.
Ha! 'Tis done, the rank TIE fighter's beaten.
The cannon, it hath been revealed at last. The biggest gun that I ever did see, surpassing every smaller expectation.
Most heavily armored in the gun's facade, our only hope of winning is to shoot straight down its throat as if to strangle it.
The cannon begins firing at the rebel base.
The cannon opens. Go! For here's our chance!
All power of our fire upon the speeders!
I bid thee concentrate all power of our fire upon the speeders presently.
The man repeats as if he were a parrot. Some challenges of leadership may yet be mine to settle once this battle's done.
The walkers continue to slay the resistance pilots.
You take most heavy losses.
Through the day. We must destroy the cannon or we're done.
They kill us easily, to pick us off as if we were a legion made of ants, and made disturbance to their merry picnic. We shall not make it, pilots, by my troth. How dark a woe, yet how sublime a hope.
I'm on my final swift approach, even now. The target is in sight and guns aflame.
Nay, nay, dear Finn, pull back. Thou canst not do it. Through all our flimsy hopes, I see at once.
What dost thou say? Fie, Poe, I'll not pull back.
The cannon hath been charged already, Finn, to make advances to like suicide. I tell thee, it would shut thee up in a sepulchre, in this planet rife with salt. Thy path is clear, so pull away at once.
Nay, nay, for I shall be there in a trice.
No, 'tis a dream too bright to last. Retreat, again I say retreat, Finn, 'tis my order.
He giveth me the order fine and true. For conscience sake, I shall not follow it.
Finn, 'tis too late. I beg thee, do not this.
Nay, never shall I let these foes succeed.
Finn, hear me. We must swiftly make retreat.
I cannot hear, though it doth bring me grief. I hate the vile First Order ardently, for all the pain it brings to the galaxy, how like a bully it doth render fearful those who should never have cause to fear. Though it do cost my life, I shall press on. Is it a sacrifice I'm bound to make, as penance for the life I did once lead? A saying's full of truth. The soldier doth the bubble reputation seek, forsooth, and even in the cannon's mouth. Farewell.
Nay, Finn, this shall not be, not while I breathe.
Rose steers her speeder to collide with Finn's, directing him away from the cannon's mouth. Meanwhile, Poe retreats to the trench.
Go, quickly, get inside. Yeah, I do scream out my affright. Far too much horrified to speak. I only shriek in out of tune.
Oh, Rose, why hast thou staunchly hurt thyself to rescue me from mortal injury? Why stop me from the fate that I had chosen?
I saved thee, lovely man of folly born. 'Tis how our cause shall win, dear Finn. Not fighting what we do hate, but saving what we love.
Rose kisses Finn and faints.
Fine lass. A rose by any other name would never smell as sweet as thou, dear friend. Confusion breedest thou in thy thoughts and feelings, but midst the battle feelings dangerous. I'll pull thee fast back to our beaten base.
Now, General Hux, advance toward the mine. No quarter shall we give, no prisoners take. Destruction, pure and simple and complete.
The First Order walkers begin advancing. All the resistance soldiers retreat into the base, stage left. Our signal of distress hath been received at many points, yet there is no response.
They hear but turn their hearts and do not come.
Fought unto the end. 'Twas not enough. The galaxy entire hath lost its hope. The spark we represent hath been extinguished.
Enter Luke Skywalker to the base.
O Luke, thou camest. Know I thy next words, I changed my hair.
The style doth suit thee well, though by my troth those words were not my next. Dear Leia, sister true, I sorry am.
I know thou art, kind brother Luke. How glad I am thou art here at last. E'en at the last.
I came to face him, Leia. I cannot save the man who was thy son.
So long I held out hope that he might turn. Yet now I know my son is truly gone.
No one has ever gone completely, Leia. I go to meet him, but shall kiss thee first, in brotherly devotion, hope, and love.
Luke kisses Leia on the head and hands.
Brave Master Luke arrived! Oh, thank the Maker!
There ever a vision such as this? A legend in the making for mine eyes. Luke Skywalker, part Jedi and part myth, hath here arrived before we have succumbed. If he can stop this onslaught, make some difference, the story shall, like wildfire, fire, blaze throughout the galaxy from one edge to the other. I shall not dare to dream it may be so. Yet still my heart within me quakes with hope. The man walks forward to the battle drawn. Out there such evil things in robes of sorrow assail the Jedi's high estate. Take care! O noble man, come to us just in time. The hopes of generations rest on thee.
Luke emerges from the base, standing before the First Order.
Stop! Nay, this cannot be, but somehow is. Grant me the power of every gun we have aimed there toward that mark, that single man, brings such a violent storm of shock and awe that it shall be as if a burning sun did come from space to smite his worthless soul.
The walkers fire at Luke.
More! Good.
Exeunt all Volptuses and Voltex 1. The gripping narrative unfolds below whilst we do watch with helpless, hopeful eyes.
Enow! It is enow! Cease this attack! The man is dead! Thou even must agree. Now let the tale that we would write proceed, for we shall be the authors of this ruin.
The dust settles, revealing Luke, who is unscathed. Behold how like a spectre here riseth, even now from our weapons did a fiction tell.
This story shall not end as they do think, for like a poet, I've changed the meter.
For our next chapter, take me down to him. I'll face him and destroy him where he stands. Keep cover on the door. Make no advance until I speak the word.
Oh, Supreme Leader, be not distracted by this man. Our end!
Kylo Ren knocks Hux aside using the Force. E'en as you pen the script, it shall be done, sir. I know far better than to tempt his ire. Exeunt, Kylo Ren, Hux, walkers, and First Order officers and troopers from the balcony. Corporal Darcy has something to say. Ne'er was a fable told with such profound importance and hostility as this. Enter Kylo Ren below, facing Luke Skywalker.
'Tis Kylo Ren. Luke faceth him alone. Sir, being everything which thou now art, thou art a valiant hero to the extreme.
Pray, let us go and fight the men withal.
Use patience, Finn, and trust the mild-eyed stars.
Hast thou returned to offer me forgiveness or milk to save my soul like gallant deity?
Well, if you want milk, I got an island full of it. But thine is not a soul I have the will to save.
They brandish their lightsabers.
Luke doth this for a reason. Stalleth he that we may make a swift escape, even whilst death looked gigantically down on him.
Escape? One man against an army full. If we would help him, we must join the fight.
Nay, nay. Oh, Lady Bright. Can she be right? We are the spark that, catching fire, lights the fire. The catching lights the fire, which shall anon restore the Republic firm, and even then burn the First Order down. Skywalker faces Kylo Ren that we may yet survive. There must still be some way. This mine to exit. How did Luke get in? C-3PO, perhaps you might know.
Yes, 'tis possible a natural, unmapped, small opening existeth. Verily, yet this facility is such a maze of tunnels, endless and confusing, that the unlikely odds of finding any exit are 15,428
Tut! E'en if hope has flown away.
to 1.
I bid thee, use your ears and listen. Here? Here's the corporate silence. Dread it not.
Oh, Captain, now I see what thou dost mean. My sensors, audio, do not detect.
Forsooth, gone by a route obscure and lonely.
Where hath the crystal critters fled and gone?
Bay, bay, bark, bark. The dark.
Ye gentles, follow me, and all day long shine bright and strong, whate'er may come to us.
It would not be first time Poe has beckoned. I wonder what will Leia say of this?
Look not for answer different from me. I bid ye follow Poe with all due haste.
I must my comrades find.
If thou canst sense the beacon just beneath, they must be somewhere, though we see them not. Continue scanning for life forms below.
Whimper, whimper, whine, whine, a shine, a shine.
Porg! There! Beneath us, creatures flee the mine! Good Chewie, bring us down to rescue them.
The rebels reach an exit, but it is blocked by rubble.
Nay, now come the thoughts of what entombed hopes. Nay, nay, we are firmly trapped, our battle lost!
Ruff, ruff, woof, woof, I hoof, I hoof. Exit Vulpix 1 through a small hole in the rocks. Rey disembarks the Falcon outside the mine.
I see whereby my friends are trapped within, by mighty pile of stubborn, rough-hewn stone. Perhaps what I did once imagine shall be true. The Force shall help in lifting rocks.
Rey uses the Force to lift the rocks in the air, creating an opening for the Resistance soldiers. The soldiers begin to exit the mine.
I'll make my charge and wipe the calm, smug smile from his face. Aha! And even so, he dodges, parries with unheard of speed, especially in one as old as he. Another strike anon, and he shall die. Yet he doth duck and moves with grace and strength, although my lightsaber hath come so close.
I failed thee, Ben. I'm sorry.
Verily, thy weak resistance now is dead and gone. The war is over now, forevermore, and when I strike thee down, I will have killed the final Jedi in the galaxy.
Impressive, lad. Every word thou speakest was entirely false. The good rebellion is reborn today. The war hath just begun, and nay, I shall not be the last Jedi.
The vision's peaceful and majestic. Both Rey moves the stones. O Force, O woman missed.
Around me, how it flows in unity. In me, in all these rocks, in great accord, as if we all were in perfect harmony. And there behind the stones, my rock, sweet Finn!
The rocks fall aside. Rey and Finn embrace.
I sense my humble role is finished here. 'Tis well. 'Tis well.
I shall destroy the girl, and thee as well, and all for which thou standest.
Luke turns off his lightsaber.
Nay. Strike me down in anger, and I shall be with thee ever, even like thy father.
The fool lets down his guard. Have at him then. I charge at him and strike him at the core.
Kylo Ren runs Luke through, but Luke does not die.
Confusion, what is this? How can it be? I'm sure I hit him, yet he doth remain. Now walking up to him with my lightsaber, I put the point very straight through his heart. Yet he doth stand. Nay!
Now farewell, cur.
Luke falls through the trapdoor.
Nay!
Enter Luke Skywalker above on balcony. On Oct 2, all freeze.
Now my charms are all overthrown, and what strength I have is mine own, which is most faint. Now 'tis true, I must be here confined by you, or sent to the Force. Now let me not, since I have my legend got and helped the brave resistance, dwell in this bare island by your spell, but release me from my bands with the help of your good hands. Gentle breath of yours, my sails must fill, or else my project fails, which was to please. And now I want spirits to enforce, art to enchant, and my ending is despair, unless I be relieved by care which pierces so that it assails mercy itself and frees all faults. As you from crimes would pardoned be, let your indulgence set me free.
Luke dies. Enter Kylo Ren, General Hux, and several First Order officers and troopers into the empty rebel base, stage left.
Rebels vile shall pay for this disgrace. Their weak resistance shall not long survive. Soon of their ilk the world shall find no trace. We come too late unto the rebel base, for they are fled and gone ere we arrive. The rebels vile shall pay for this disgrace. Now I have risen in my master's place, and those once true to Snoke will join my hive. Soon of their ilk the world shall find no trace. My father's dice do disappear, son's trace. For this foul trick Skywalker did connive. The rebels vile shall pay for this disgrace. Though Hux hath seen my failure come apace, he'll see me hunt the rebels with new drive. Soon of their ilk the world shall find no trace. From now the darkness fully I embrace. Anon the light shall nowhere have to thrive. The rebels vile shall pay for this disgrace. Soon of their ilk the world shall find no trace.
Safe, even for now. To space beyond we'll fly to make the brave resistance rise again. I pause, though, as we leave, for I do sense, like whisper o'er the air in voice most true, Luke's death on Uktu, on the mountainside. It was a brave and noble act he did, when he did send the appearance of himself in apparition, fooling Kylo Ren. Lo, such an effort must have brought him low. Life would it drain from any Jedi Master. But he hath done it, given us the time to escape to make, so we may build once more. The Falcon shall be our conveyance sure. Hie we unto its waiting entry ramp. Even as I go, I here sense Kylo Ren, joined by the Force, though not as strongly now, endeavors he to make me turn to him. Damnation come to thee, O man of evil. I'll none of thy temptation to the dark. Since thou dost live, we two shall meet again. Ne'er shall I, though, be so naive as to envision we two on the side of light. What path thou takest is thine own decision, for I shall no more worry o'er thy soul. Oh, thou hast been the cause of so much death, unleashing all thy rage upon good Han, now causing in a way the death of Luke. Death is thine only friend and true companion. Death follows thee wherever thou dost go, and waits for thee upon thine own life's end. We are for light and life, and so adieu. Ne'er shall Rey look on thee in hope again.
Exeunt Kylo Ren, General Hux, and First Order officers and troopers.
Upon the bold Millennium Falcon, yet again this time to celebrate escape. Good R2-D2, there thou art, my friend. How I did miss thee when thou wert away.
My circuitry is filled with joy, as you can tell by my loud squeaking.
Sweet Leia, General and long-time friend. What? Did you not bring me any wine? Oh, right. I see how it is.
Chewie, welcome back, oh Wookiee dear.
Zwa, royal flick blue zoos, flare blocks please,
Sweet BB-8, a glad reunion this. I'll straighten thine antenna for thee, friend, as 'twere my privilege to do.
Lo, thou art well met, brave Lady Rare. In sunshine and in shadow, I am Poe.
And I am Rey, though thou mayst know me not.
I know thee well, though never met. Thou wert amazing in the battle down in Dell.
Sweet Rose, still fast unconscious and asleep, I'll give thee care myself until thou wakest.
Why should his care for her make me feel strange? Do I feel jealousy, the green-eyed monster?
Leia approaches Rey.
Our Luke is gone. I felt it when he left. Yet 'twas not sadness or a sense of pain. 'Twas peace and purpose.
I felt it too.
How shall we build rebellion back from this? This remnant, small and beaten, scarce alive.
Yet everything we need we have. Strong Rey.
Chapter of our tale is finished now. Another play shall tell of how we build. Even from the ashes rises something new. From hope is that which can ne'er be confined.
Let us remember those we lost herein. Let us recall the feats of Luke, the Jedi. Let us, even me, show new humility. Let us go forth and taste the fragrant air.
These final lines must sing a song of hope, that light may overcome the darkness bleak. These Star Wars are not finished yet, dear friends. The spark is still alight, and thus shall burn.
Enter Chorus, to give thee the epilogue. The rebels do depart on Falcon's flight, and leave thee violent enemies behind. Elsewhere, across the galaxy by night, the story of the resistance thou shalt find upon the lips of children, women, and men who long to know of freedom from oppression. How Skywalker outsmarted Kylo Ren becomes the story told at every session. The young on Canto Bight, who witness Rose as she did make her flight with daring Finn, do tell the tale in poetry and prose, then look toward the stars with hope within. May all their hopes be only topped by thine. Prepare thy soul, we come anon to 9.
Yay! Yay! Woo! I know I saw Jeff come on screen, so I had to do the Kermit like the. We made it through The Last Jedi. so many beautiful moments within that movie. So many. Although I really did appreciate in this one how he turned certain things, like he basically gave Leia's farewell monologue. That first monologue in Act 5 was like beautiful. And he turned I mean, Jonathan, you're I think you gave a lot of depth to the Salt Soldier. Like that was.
Oh, you mean Rick Ollier the 14th?
Yeah. That was like that had to have been Rick's like great grandson or something. Like it just, I loved you channeled him so well again.
What would Rick do?
It's the only choice I can make.
That line just made it's just so beautiful at this point instead of just so stupid. I mean, never mind. I love that movie. I love it so much. But we made it through. So we've got one more. I know obviously Maddie's not a fan of my lie. Anyway, it's fine. We've got one more.
I love it though.
You do. Good job, Olivia.
And we all think Olivia is wrong. So
that's right. We are.
With her, this is my favorite Star Wars movie. Oh shit! Oh shit!
No, you love people for their faults, so it's okay.
Wait, I didn't actually hear what Jonathan said. Or did he compliment me?
He was making a joke.
Either way.
No, I'm not. I'm 100% on your side. This is my favorite Star Wars movie.
He's not. You can tell from the tone in his voice. He's
I'm not.
Me and John, we're in the same camp. Me and him.
I am
love this movie.
100% truthful.
Uh-huh.
I've never lied less than in this moment right now.
Number 9.
But you are still lying.
Just a little lie. Just a little
I'm
lie.
not lying. I am
The
not.
more you go at it, the more I'm less inclined to believe you.
No, I'm not.
Because I do enjoy The Last Jedi.
I'm
I actually do enjoy
I'm
it.
not lying. I think
Jonathan,
it's so good.
Okay.
It's so
No,
smart
no,
of me.
Jonathan,
I really
Jon-
like
it's
it
fine.
too.
It's fine. You've played the joke out. You did a really great job.
It's
Thank
not
you.
a joke. It's not a joke.
It's okay.
Jonathan.
We all.
My favorite one, and I'm a huge
It's
Star
great.
Wars fan.
This is great.
Jonathan has very good taste.
No, we've got the full Star Wars fandom represented here, basically.
Yep.
I appreciate Jonathan's tin hat that he's wearing as well. I feel like that speaks to something.
So we are probably going to be taking at least the next week off before we do Merry Rise of Skywalker. But we'll let you guys know if you follow us on all of our social media pages. We'll let you know exactly when we're going to be getting into the final chapter of our Star Wars saga, which is crazy because it's almost been a full year since we started doing this at this point. Like we've almost come all the way full circle before we finish this trilogy of trilogies. So it's
Like
perfect.
poetry, it rhymes.
I know, it's awesome. So we got that last one that we're going to get into, in which I'm sure all of these loose ends will be tied up beautifully and effectively. And just like Rey said, she gave up on Kylo Ren being good as of this movie. So I'm sure that has forever been put to rest and he will not be redeemed in any way in the Merry Rise of Skywalker.
And Snoke will not come back because deaths are permanent.
It's true. Yeah. And I'm sure there will be no shocking and sudden revivals of long dead characters. That would be ridiculous.
We're going to get a great ending to the love triangle that we've been
Really
saying.
excited because I've never seen the next film.
Oh, good.
Listen, as long as Phasma comes back and they do Phasma right.
Right? I'm so excited for Phasma because we didn't see her get killed.
We didn't. So we have to.
No body, no death.
Nobody, no death. Exactly.
See here, I fell out of the frame.
Yeah, but everybody falls out of frame these days.
Yeah, it's not a death. She's definitely not dead.
It's an epidemic of falling out of frame.
Look, John just did it. He's still here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Back.
So if you haven't yet...
I'm actually not joking. I love The Last Jedi.
We all love Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I love Last Jedi.
No, I've never been more serious.
No,
I
Jonathan,
love it so much.
No, Jonathan,
Spartacus.
We all love The Last Jedi. We get it.
I mean, Crate is
Do we?
definitely my favorite planet. The visuals on Crate are so cool. And they've got the ice foxes, the little crystal guys. I want one.
There's salt foxes. Didn't you hear my monologue, idiot?
What's this thing? Right here.
Right, the whole thing is a salt planet. It's salt, all the salt.
The Vulpixes.
Qualities are salty.
Yeah. The Vulpix, right.
Yes, they're so cute.
Oh my god. So you guys are going to go behind the scenes of what it looks like when we actually turn off the live stream. Like, this is perfect. This is exactly how it goes. Literally.
This is exactly how I join all of my Zoom meetings, dressed like this. So.
Yep.
Wait, what? This wasn't a rehearsal?
No.
This is live?
Oh no, Trent, we are not doing this again.
Are we still live?
Yes,
This
we're
is
still
live
live.
to John.
We're still
John's
live.
mom right now.
Goodbye, John.
Why the hell?
Hi, Mom.
John's mom.
Oh, they are going on tonight. Jesus.
She got her COVID shot today.
Yay!
Jonathan
Mom is safe. That's all that
continuing
matters.
To try to convince people that he loves The Last Jedi. So I'm trying to wrap up, and he keeps interrupting.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so smart. It's so good.
Yes,
it's about real things.
Yeah, no, it is
I'm with
so
you.
good. You're right. It's so good. All right, so subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That way you can stay up to date with everything. Thank you to Joe for once again coming back and providing beautiful piano accompaniment. We all will be back in a week or two when we get into the Merry Rise of Skywalker. So until then, stay safe out there, and may the Force be with you. We will see you later. Have a great night, everybody.
What the hell, John?